What's up, guys? Zane from Forward Progress Madden. Today we are actually going to take a moment and hop out of the dollar defense and start to look at a pretty nice blitz package out of the 4-6 bear under. This is going to be very similar to the nickel normal, nickel blitz 2 that a lot of players are running. The only difference is that this is much better at stopping the run, which the nickel can be weak against the run. So what we're going to do is call cover 3. But you can call any play in this formation that you want. I'm just going to show you the formula for getting the pressure. Then it's up to you guys to mix up your coverages and your adjustments behind it. We're going to take a look at this against wide trips, halfback weak, corner strike, just because everybody likes to run those C routes right now and they could be a real pain. So we like to base align and press. That's going to give us a 8-man box with a safety making 9. You're not going to be able to really run on this to the right. I'll just tell you that from the beginning. Then from there, I like to blitz the left outside linebacker on the screen and slide him out about 3 steps. Then from there, I can take these 2 players on the line, put them into coverage. I like to spy the tackle and put the defensive end in a hard flat. Now, when we look at our play art, we now have Mabel coverage to the trip side, so this is going to be a very good defense against Y trips. Basically, any trips to the right. Trips tight end flipped, this would do a pretty good job against that as well. So now what we do is you've got a number of players that you can choose to user. I like to user typically this player because he's responsible for this left side of the field and there's a lot more field to cover. So I'm going to do a much better job than the computer. But if you don't want to, if you're not comfortable, you can leave him in his hook curl and user this player right here. If you don't feel comfortable using him, you can always take this safety and user him. Totally up to you what you want to do. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to user the middle linebacker. And now you've got 2 places you can stand, over the center or over the right B gap. I prefer to stand over the center. And what happens is when the running back blocks, what he'll do is he'll block to the inside and ignore the rusher off of the edge. And if done correctly, it should look something like this. And the great thing about this is that C routes have no time to develop. So we take a look at this right here, and you can see that we get the pressure. Now let's go ahead and freeze it. We're going to look right here. This C route to number 17, Devontae Adams, is about to cut to the outside. But notice how the purple zone is dropping underneath of it. If that's a really athletic linebacker on your team, he's going to be able to make a play on the wide side C route. The other great thing is that we have the flat defended with our defensive end. We've got the C route, and then we've got help over the top of the C route. And you've got a free safety in the middle of the field if they were to run a post. And again, I wasn't usering very well on this play, but you've got 2 hook zones over the middle. Now on this side, you've got a C route. Your opponent could always throw this C route, and that's why I said that, against this look, I might user this player because I could drop myself underneath that C route. The great thing is that this pressure is getting home before the C route's actually cut, so it's going to limit the effectiveness of corner strike as a whole, which is basically what everybody's running right now. So the ability to get home versus the C route play is very, very key. I prefer to blitz corner strike rather than trying to drop coverage. Now, the other thing that's nice about this is, again, they blocked that running back on the last example. The real way to pick this up is actually to block a tight end. And if they block a tight end, that leaves inability for them to get somebody to occupy the flat. And that's where this is going to, it's going to struggle as a whole because if you don't have somebody running to the flat, then you don't have a way to occupy cloud flats. And those cloud flats can jump that. So we'll go ahead and show this to you right here. We'll go ahead and put Keanu Neal on a flat and then shade up to create a hard flat, or a cloud flat. And then in this example, I would probably user this player. Now, I probably wouldn't drop Mabel coverage on this side, so you could probably drop this defensive end into a hook, and that's going to give you more freedom to drift over into this area and cover the right seam. So they block the tight end to help pick up this pressure, and you're going to see that the C route doesn't really get open. So, and even with the tight end blocking, the free rush still came. So this is a blitz scheme that's very, very difficult to pick up, as you can see. Blocking a tight end on the side of the blitz didn't help. You might have to block a tight end and slide protect. So we'll go ahead and run this one more time. It's all about sliding this player out. If you do this correctly, it's going to really, really make this a tough thing to pick up. If he's too close, then it's easy. But here's an example of the tight end to the left and slide left. We got a cloud flat. Now we pick it. We actually still don't pick it up. So it's, as you can see, it's very, very difficult for them to pick this up at all. And here's our last scenario, right? They have to go play action. And if they go play action against this, that will pick it up. So we'll go ahead and run this again. And slide this player out. You can send the 3 rushers. Now, if they were to run play action, what they do is they run the play action, and we'll actually send the tight end out on a route just to show you. If they run the play action and let the play action carry out, Ty Montgomery will actually pick up the edge rusher, or the left tackle will. It just blocks differently. So you can see right here how he does a good job of picking that up. And now we've got the option to throw a route against the cover 3. So that's honestly really the only way that you pick up this blitz formula. And that's why everybody loves the nickel. But unfortunately, the nickel is a little bit weak against the run. So if they were to run inside zone against the nickel, you don't have all those extra players there on the right edge to defend this. So that's why people run the ball to the right against this nickel. However, against this formation, you can really create plays. I would user this player. And you can just notice that the inside zone is not there. I mean, it's really not. If you have somebody on the outside linebacker position, the defensive end position, to basically block shed, there's no chance. So if you have anybody that's remotely decent at block shedding, you're gonna struggle to run the ball on this. So again, we'll go to the inside zone, and you can just see there's nothing there. Whereas in the nickel, you've just got 2 linebackers, the defensive ends dropping into the zone, they're dropping off the line, and it's much easier to run like a power, a base, inside zone to the right on nickel. That's just absolutely not there against this defense, and that's why I really like this defense. So again, I've given you the formula: base a line, press, shift your line to the left, crash them out, and then blitz that linebacker off the edge. And then from there, you can adjust your coverage, and your opponent's going to really struggle to pick this up. So hopefully you guys really liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with another Madden 17 tip. Until tomorrow, this is Zan. Get in the lab, and good luck.